So tonight we're going to be, we're talking to a gentleman tonight that's got a really amazing story. He's got a lot that he's done in life, and it's an inspirational story. We like to inspire people, and, Joseph Mercado over here, I mean, he's, also known as DJ Dimension. He's got an amazing story. So let's go ahead and welcome Joseph over here. What's up, man? How you doing?
Good, I'm good. Good. Yeah, excited to be here.
Get a little closer to the mic.
A little closer?
There we go.
All right, how's that?
Hey, now we can hear you.
I got too relaxed. Yeah.
Hey, you got too high.
Yeah, we got too
That's why you got the glasses on still.
Yeah.
You got to hide those cashed eyes.
Yeah, that's the dimension. That's the dimension side.
So tell everybody a little bit about yourself. Explain a little bit about who you are, and then we'll get into some of the bigger things.
All right, cool. Yeah, I'm Joseph, DJ Dimension Mercado. I've been in Phoenix, Arizona since about 2005. Originally, I was New York. I was part of. I'm still part of a group called Mega Men. NYC, Mega Men Sounds, and we were doing stuff that was cutting edge at the time, late 90s and early 2000s, and we did stuff I mentioned to you earlier. We helped pioneer live streaming and became a CD series called a Ghetto Soul Session that put us into places like MTV and Telemundo, and it was a really exciting time until I suffered a little accident, something that changed my life and brought me here to Phoenix, Arizona to leave a different legacy in my life. So
that's how life can be. Things can happen. Off of tragedy as well. And I'm looking at something right here that's just got to be a dream come true. Right here, it's a comic book that you created, right?
Yeah,
and this is a Mega Man series, right?
Yeah, this is the number one of the series that I've started. Started from my imagination, basically from, I went a couple years ago walking through a stage of a lot of anxiety, there was change in my life. And
in there?
Yeah,
Lots of people deal with it.
Yeah, my mom was passing away, so this became a creative outlet as far as putting it together. And I was like, hey, you know what, life is changing, so let me figure out a way to creatively take my DJ roots and the things that I've done that to me are part of dance music or underground history, at least. We contributed to it, so I want to, that's my way of contributing to society as far as showing like creative healing kind of thing, and and also continuing the spirit of creativity.
And I like that. That's what I was going to say. Creativity, creating something that, not normally, not everybody's doing these kind of things.
Right. Yeah.
Right. And comic books are huge, man. And I've never been myself. I didn't grow up being a comic book kid, and things like that. But there's so many people that were,
right.
You know what I mean? That I know that just love comic books, and that, it's a collectible. You know what I'm saying? This right here, like you said, you're using it as a tool to be able to tell your story and to be able to help others through this, right?
Yeah.
Did it help with your anxiety?
Because I sit down, write the story. I collaborate with like awesome people because I don't draw this. So I've got artists in there that I gotta explain the vision to and sit down and be like and connect with them on a whole different level, and then be like, yo, this is.
They have to see that vision.
Right.
And it's beautiful artwork.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, that's
awesome.
Yeah, I originally started with Alvin Morales, who's based here in Phoenix, and he's done a lot of cool stuff in the comic book world. And then during COVID, I got a little deeper with it because I had the original story, but I was like, man, I can't release this now. So then I started reaching out to people through the internet. So then I reached out to Kamara Jones, who's an art soldier, and she created like a transcendence piece that kind of shows him traveling. And she picked up a scene to remix, basically. Nice. So I was like, creative freedom.
So this is a collaboration of of your thoughts, basically, and other people's art.
Right.
I like that, man.
Yeah.
You're showcasing other people as well, and I like that. I can't do this myself. I need a team. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, well,
this
it's a
takes
team.
A team, right?
It is a team effort. Yeah, from taking it from imagination to explaining it to taking it to the next level, and then getting it to paper and saying, all right, cool, we got to change this or whatever, and then taking it to digital, and then taking it to this process, which it took me about 3 years.
And what is it about?
It's based on my partner and I, who are the Mega Men, and that's kind of like the highlight in my music career.
So your DJ
right, it starts off like that.
I was going to say, this character looks like you.
Yeah, the beginning, it starts off like that, and then we're rocking the house, and then the disco ball smashes him on the head, which is the equivalent of the fatal accident that I had. So, but in there, I take it into more of since I started meditating, I bring a little bit more into the spirituality and storytelling.
Well, you know, we're talking about this tragedy that happened, you know, and I want to get into that because it really plays a major role in your life. You know, you were mentioning that you created this, and correct me, you know, this the ghetto, what was that?
Ghetto Soul sessions, yeah.
You know, and you were, you know, it was getting its own fame, you know.
Right.
You guys were getting fame from this, and you guys were making it on MTV and Telemundo, like you said, and you guys were about to blow up with this and really, you know, get bigger and bigger, and that's not only the only thing you were doing. But then what happened?
Right. Well, at that point, it was August 2003. You know, and we were steamrolling. You know, we were feeling good. We had just finished playing big sets, and we had some hot records out that DJs were playing. So we were basically at the edge there of doing a bunch of things. At that time, I was actually on my personal side dealing with a lot of stress. You know, I had my kids, married at the time. So then now, you know, worlds are colliding, you know, and I'm a young man from Harlem. And now, you know, like dope shit is happening to me for the first time. I'm like, whoa, you know, I'm going to Miami, they're riding us around, pink Cadillac. You know, it's like
all of a sudden you're like, whoa,
yeah,
I'm riding the high life. All
yeah,
of a
yeah,
right
yeah,
there.
right,
I'm
yeah.
used to
So kind of living the dream, yeah. So then, you know, maybe, you know, I don't want to say I misstepped because I'm really grateful with where I'm at right now. But the course that it led to like that injury. You know, it was, you know, I wasn't dealing with things the right way. You know, I was harming people. You know, spiritually. You know, just kind of walking through it. You know, walking through life. You know, you're kind of like in this thug mode of making it happen.
For sure.
And you know, and you kind of with the blinders on. So you know, so now it's kind of like a way of taking that and kind of being one of the artists that are responsible for sharing the story of breakthroughs. You know, like.
So when this accident happened, were you at a show when this happened?
Yeah, we were at a big. It was like a concert series, like an EDM electronic music concert series called PS1 in Queens, New York.
And how many people were there?
Maybe a few thousand.
Okay.
Yeah, there had to be like maybe 5, 6, 7,000.
It's a big thing.
It still goes on today. It's like a curated experience where they bring DJs on from around the world. So we were there to meet with people and stuff like that. And I remember it was just like dusk, you know, and you know, just the lights went out, you know, and I crashed. And
so you just basically, I mean, from what you take on it, you know, the stress and all the things you were dealing with just kind of came all at once. It made you, like, was it a pass out kind of thing?
Yeah, you know, it was like a pass out kind of thing. But then the way that
you hit the ground,
hit the ground, yeah, it kind of.
And that's what most people don't, you know, maybe you don't understand. You've never seen anybody pass out or seen anybody knocked out, but you know, when you're knocked out before you hit the ground, I mean, your head, everything is just gonna hit whatever.
Like a sack of potatoes.
Yeah, and it became a surreal experience because I was like in between. So that's kind of like translates in my book. You know, so years later.
Were you hospitalized over this?
Yeah, like a couple days. Yeah, I woke up a couple days, and my wife at the time and some friends were around me, and I was just like,
what happened?
Yeah, the first thing that I said was like, I was like, man, I felt like God sent the devil to fuck me up.
Wow.
Yeah, that was like my quote.
Wow.
Reality check.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So
that
how did that
gets thrown at you every so often, you know?
So how did that affect everything to where it changed your path?
It became, it was, I didn't know at the time. It was just kind of like, you know, you throw a bag of marbles on the floor and, you know, they're all over the place, you know.
So it was more like you just felt scattered at the time?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So it was kind of like a weird thing. Then some of my family transferred here during that time. And then I was like, you know, hey, you know, it's the opportunity to, you know, possibly start a new life. Yeah. You know, in a whole different world, you know, because I got the opportunity to visit a couple times, and then I started to connect with people. So then I got the opportunity to still DJ a little bit, but it was like in a starting over kind of way.
You know, and that's what most people don't understand. You know, when you have a brain injury or, you know, a head injury, it takes time, you know, to be able to heal the brain, right? I mean, and you might not be the same person or be, you know, doing the same things that you were doing before, because that's just how
it's a big change.
It's a big change.
Traumatizing experience, for sure.
It is.
ndmdigital.com